celebrating 40 years of The Last Resort with the Martin Parr Foundation. The Martin Parr Foundation, which was founded by Martin himself in 2017, celebrated 40 years of the awesome and the popular, well-known Last Resort. We all know Martin sadly passed away last year. One of the absolute greats of especially British photography. Martin was somebody who didn't put all his eggs into one basket. He loved photographing literally everything, anyone. We don't get many good summers in the UK, but when we do, people do tend to flock to the beach. The Last Resort is just a classic book of life on the beach in the UK. I grew up in a seaside town called Porthcawl in Wales, and that was equally famous for its characters. Some people who live 20 minutes away would literally go there for the summer holiday for 2 weeks. Back to the Martin Parr Foundation, based in Bristol, great little space in the paintworks. I popped along with about 6 other photographers, and then we had a few hours there wandering, just taking in all Martin's incredible work, which you can see. The place was busy, lots more coming for the next couple of days. I think this is on till May, so make sure you get down there if you can. Lots of these images from Martin were taken around the Brighton Sea area on the south coast of the UK. The front cover, probably one of the most iconic pictures, is the 2 children, both on their ice creams, pretty much covered in ice cream. This was my 3rd visit to the Martin Parr Foundation. I once went to listen to Don McCullin, an old war photographer in the UK, which was an incredible talk. And then one of my favorite photographers, which coincidentally was one of Martin's, a guy called Tony Ray Jones, who I've mentioned a few times on this channel. Again, sadly died way too young. Tony's sister came along. David Hurn was there. Matt Stewart was there. That's the following this guy had. Yeah, some greats listening in. Do check out Tony Ray Jones's work. It also showed Martin's Plobel Machina 67 camera, medium format rangefinder, and his ring flash. So it's quite intriguing to see how he would have captured it back then. Martin's work, as you can see around these images, has that pop, which that ring flash gives. Pops the subject from the background, which Martin's pretty famous for with his flash work. They did have a special book celebrating the 40 years of The Last Resort, so do get that. I do have the older copy, so I went with that. I did have to buy one, though. The Nonconformist, Martin Parr. I do also obviously like his earlier works, his black and white stuff. No flash here. Lots of these images were taken up in Yorkshire, the Dales, around their area. Again, a lot to do with the local churches and chapels and communities. Another one of my favorite Martin Parr images is this one. It just reminds me of my granddad, who was working way into his 80s. And health and safety, I don't think, was a thing back in those days. Just goes to show Martin didn't put all his eggs in one basket. He liked to try everything. Black and white, flash, color, documentary, style portraits, and corporate. Even weddings. Martin did a few weddings. This I did ask him when he was at Tony Ray Jones this evening. He said yes, he's done quite a few weddings. I think Martin was one of those people who literally could turn the mundane, the insane, to the very sane, and even turn it into art. Baked beans. Also a Magnum photographer and a president there from 2013 to 2017. From the Martin Parr Foundation, another classic. On the beach. Some of these places are disappearing. My old, as I told you, local beach was famous for its fun fair called Coney Beach. Photo here. They're tearing it down to build houses. Ugh. Martin's published over 100 books, I think, so good luck explaining that to the partner if you need to collect them all. I have a few. They're all great. As we were in the Martin Parr Foundation, and Bristol's a really, really cool city to do street photography, a few of us did go for a little wander after, obviously inspired by Martin. Didn't take the flash, didn't have a ring flash, but we just went around, did a little bit of street. And I equally found out that a group of street photographers was called a clique. Boom, boom. What you're always going to come away with from Martin's work is being inspired to just get out there, go to different places, different communities in the UK. The UK is evolving all the time, it's changing, probably the same as most places in the world now. So it's great to document these stages. You look back 10, 20, 30 years, such difference. It's always great to document and look back. And one day, when we're older, we look back and go, wow, did we really used to do that? In the meantime, if you enjoyed that video, please give us a like and a share and a subscribe. Join us at the edge. If you did like that video, which I hope you did, please check out this video here, the impact of street photography images. Go get that camera, check out The Last Resort and the Martin Parr Foundation. See you next time.